right, Roadblock Radio 101.1 WCBS FM HD3, serving the tri-state area, New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, and beyond. And also now serving South Florida, 102.7 HD3 WMXJ. This afternoon, I have the pleasure of speaking with international reggae recording artist Ras Emmanuel, whose lyrics has said so much in his music, which is not a lie. But who is Ras Emmanuel? We're going to find out who he is right here, right now on Roadblock Radio.
We're jamming with that roots rock reggae.
Give God the thanks and praises
on Roadblock, where the vibe and the music is hot.
Let me say congratulations to you and the great success that you've been having with this single Dancehall Forever, Mr. Emmanuel. The streaming numbers doesn't lie, and the DJs across the globe has been supporting this music without issues. Tell me something, how does that feel, man?
First of all, welcome to your show.
Yes, sir.
Big up Roadblock.
All the time.
For life. Yeah, man. I want to say I'm so happy. You know, working so hard at this. And so with that right now, I really give thanks. Really give thanks. Them say give yourself a pat on the shoulder. Mm-hmm. Yeah, do it.
I hear you, man. So let's rewind a little bit. Let's start a little bit earlier. So I was reading somewhere where you were crowned here in New Jersey as the reggae ambassador. How did that come about? And then I noticed that I also saw online that you been to Africa, the motherland. I want to know what part of Africa and what was the experience like for you for the first time visiting the motherland?
All right, so let me take it from the reggae ambassador first. That's the first question, right? Mm-hmm. Well, the reggae ambassador thing, I have to say big up Lady Ira. We have to really big that lady up because, as I say, it was a surprise to me, you know. Just like how you have this thing going around now, walking a dancehall, and you know what I say?
Who is Lady Ira?
Lady Ira, she's a very intricate person that around here in the Caribbean region in terms of bringing Caribbean people together, I should say. She always involved with the Caribbean people in terms of the shows that going on in the park. She always doing her thing, and one day she just tell me, say, listen, we got a surprise for you. Mm-hmm. And she bring me on the radio station and then she unleash it. You know that we've been watching your career and, you know, just like it's the places that you go, bringing the flag, you know, not only Jamaican flag, but as Caribbean people, you're waving that banner anywhere you go. And she said, we have a surprise for you and you really deserve this.
Okay.
And that was the New Jersey Reggae Ambassador Award. Our proclamation. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I want to say big up Miss Brittany Timberlake, President Brittany Timberlake. Also at that time was the SS County Council, that county that come together and voted on that. So it's not just something they come up with, but it still have to be voted on. Okay. So in getting that crown as the ambassador, it was just like, yeah, take it, you deserve it. No, it was still voted on, SS County. So if you Google it, it's it officially. Ms. Timberlake, big up yourself.
All right. Until That Day Foundation. Let's talk about that. What's that?
Okay, since you asked two questions, one about Africa. Okay.
Oh yeah, you didn't answer that one yet.
So the Africa, since you mentioned that Africa one now, you know, when I went to Africa, big up Mutabaruka. There's a Mutabaruka in Africa also, yeah?
Okay.
He was the one that hear my music, love my music, and he played on the radio in Gambia. So he said, listen, man, you need to come here. People love your music, you need to come here. So I said, you know, I have ideas. Since I have my album named That Day, see it? Everything stem around what you just said. I said, you know what? I'm going to go to Africa. Spend my own money and go to Africa and keep my shows. So all these things I'm just taking chances doing it. So Mutabaruka was the one that helped me, you know, find all the links and whatever. And I just take a chance and I went to Africa to promote my album That Day. So that stemmed from Until That Day thing. See? So it was my first time went to Africa itself, and it was
Gambia.
Gambia.
Okay.
When I went there, I thought I was still in Jamaica.
The scenery. Yeah. I'm guessing, and people.
And the people. You could think, say, you're still here in a Tony Mataran. You know what I'm saying? And you can name all the big DJs that are playing sound system. You go in Gambia, you could hear them. You know what I'm saying? The Ricky Trooper, you can, Gambia have the Ricky Trooper too.
So reggae is really big in Gambia. And
Yeah, man,
I guess there's more than just the music. Or how about the culture?
The culture, as I said, our African brothers, they respect us. Because the first when I came off of the plane, they say, we've been waiting on you guys, and come home.
Yeah.
So this right there, I formed the Until That Day Foundation.
And what's that about? What is it? What is it pertaining with? To?
Well, first of all, His Majesty make a speech about Until That Day, right? Bob Marley sing about Until That Day. So my brother Ras Emmanuel, he came up with that idea in terms of, we can do many things with it. So I took that part and say, the Until That Day Foundation, right? So the Until That Day Foundation, when I was in Gambia, and I see certain things I didn't like, especially when it comes to children, school, mothers, etc. So when I went there, I told them I don't want to be in a hotel. I come to Africa. I need to, just to sleep, but during the day I need to go around and see the place for myself.
Okay.
So first of all, I tell them, as a matter of fact, I want to visit schools. Take me to the schools. I want to see the schools. So when I went to the school and I see certain things that I did not like, certain things they need, and I feel that I could be a contributor to that. And water came to my eyes, you know what I'm saying? Because, education could shape a country, you know what I'm saying? And I feel that I could be a contributor to that, and so I contributed. And that's how I started Until That Day Foundation in Gambia.
So it's to help the development of school and education?
Education. We visit many places in Gambia. We visit in the village where, Mota Baruka got his family members, and we see certain things that could be a little bit better.
Let me ask you this though: who is Irai, and how has this person contributed to your career or to your body of music at all?
Wow, you're doing some research, David. Well, I want to tell you, say Irai, the great Irai. You have Uri and you have Irai, aka Irai Reed. We may be family. My grandfather is Reed, my mother is Reed, so I wouldn't know. But anyway, I used to go to this dub cutting studio in Spanish Town named Super Valley. And one day I say, Irai, come to the studio and say, listen, youth, I want to really say a real studio. I never really say a real studio yet, I'll tell you the truth. And Irai, I guess he got a contract with People's Choice, that's Perry, in Spanish Town, we own Skitland, and to run a studio. So Irai was recruiting artists. So he saw me that morning and said, come in, youth, I'm going to show you studio. Seeing, I think was a virgin named Riley was the engineer at that time. Seeing, but Irai was the first man that showed me a royalty check. Rest him soul in peace. Sit me down and say, you.
And this is where, Jamaica?
This is Jamaica. Seeing, sit me down, take out the check, and said, this is what a royalty check look like. And he might tell me much people have to give him. I'm not going to England. Next you go collect my thing from Green Sleeve and all them people, So he not just dragging you into the music.
It's teaching you the business as well.
He teaching me at the same time. So Irai play a great role in my music upcoming. Actually, it's true. Irai, I get to voice my first recording in our studio. A lot of people didn't know that.
At what age was that?
This have to be can't be more than 18 years old, 18, 17 years old. Yeah. And is that when you actually started doing music? But I gotta say, he met me at a dub cutting studio, so.
You was already doing something?
Yeah, I was hanging out there, me and my brethren them, because that's where we started off doing dub, because to get into a studio to record is not easy. Jamaica go, because after all of that, I end up at Penthouse.
Okay.
I used to go to Penthouse. Big up my brethren DJ X, we travel the road. Go to some places in our town there where we're not in a business, but we have to pass through there. And we don't fear nothing. We know what the people don't say, our music we are deal with.
Yeah.
Seeing, so I end up at Penthouse, and at Penthouse, we not going to the studio yard yet, you know. Yard, me not talk about studio, me not talk about the yard. So we outside every day. Nobody not let we in, brother. So, hey, as Bob Marley said, you have to do what you have to do.
Yeah, I didn't know. Back then, you know, that's how it was.
So one of my cousins have come from Tower Hill now and come tell the gate man, say, yo, you see my little cousin, you know, make sure open up SCB. Yeah, we are saying, so I saw me get to go in a penthouse now from outside the gate to inside the yard. And it's true yet, you know. So we have some brethren in the Popsy Dew, Jaja Ranks, Million Teeth, all them youth there. Look out for I and I, because I'm the only man that come from Central Village. Seeing? And amongst them used to them and say, yo, it's when you do certain song, don't say it around certain artists here. They will take it, they will take your things. We now call the artist.
So it's been a while since you've been
a long time, man.
Yeah, a long time, and Iroy is he's
yeah, man,
inspired.
my part of my team.
Listening to who said dance out, tell them.
Tell them bye bye.
All right. So your reasoning for writing this kind of lyrics and you know, writing this kind of hook to this kind of song. What is your perception of reggae, or not reggae, but dancehall? Is your perception of dancehall that dancehall dead, or you think that it's dying?
No. All right. It was a correction. As I said, them put up Afrobeat and take down dancehall. Right? So, you know, the scene was going around, boy, like dancehall not trouble. But me, I said, no, dancehall not trouble. The thing is, it's not getting the right promotion. You know, everything need promotion.
So you think Afrobeat is coming to take over reggae or dancehall?
No.
So what do you mean?
No, at that time, Afrobeat get a run.
Right.
So people think that it was going to replace.
Okay, so people then, maybe not you, but people
think, you know, that was the talk.
Okay.
Yeah, them think that it's gonna.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember that.
But we don't know. Everything come from the music what Jamaicans do, you know. Seeing, remember our African brothers, we are one, you know. So basically, we get things from each other. Saying so that's what happened. You know, borrow this and borrow that, and you know, Afrobeat are going. Big up all the Afrobeat brothers, you know. So, one family, man.
Absolutely, man.
Before we go any further, I just want to say that shout out there real quick. I want to big up Winnie Wonder. Yeah, big up Winnie Wonder. Cause if it wasn't for Winnie Wonder, I would never go inside the studio of Penthouse. So big up yourself, Winnie Wonder. I don't know if you remember, but I remember that because that's a part of my history.
How would you define your sound or your style of music? In what genre would you say you place yourself?
Well, I'm an artist. I leave it like that. I'm an artist.
You're an artist.
Because when you're an artist, you just do music.
Okay, respect that.
Yeah.
All right, Gaudi Enterprise. Well, that's you?
Well, Gaudi Enterprise is my brother.
That's
Lawrence,
your brother.
big up. But it's still me, still in.
Was it a production company?
We started off like that.
You and your brother?
Yeah.
With Gaudi Enterprise.
Right.
It's like a label or something?
Yeah.
What's okay? Central Village Voice. What's that?
That's my label also.
That's you. Okay, I get it.
Because I started off. What happened now? My brother, I went to Australia and I came back. He's very good with music in terms of listening and all these things. He's a sound man. So he was the one that to string the sound up. Him not selecting him, the string the sound up, make sure the sound right and everything I got about in business. So him have to hear for the music. So when I went back to Jamaica, I said, Lawrence, you know what? I have a job for you, you know. I'm going to open a label. I'm going to put it in your name. Seeing so that time, Luciana, Penny Irie, Gary, a couple of brethren we start off with, you know, on the label, you know. So I said, make him go and run it. So later on, as I said, Evolve and Gaudi Enterprise, Tory last name, the same thing. That's my last name too. Seeing, but at the time I have to do something, and I come up with Central Village Vice Record because that was the first one. When I told Luciana, he said, "Yo, that's a brilliant one, you know." He said, "Yeah, man, you take a village." And I said, "Yeah, it makes sense."
All right, so iMark Productions, I know Mark. So I know that's iMark. Mark and I did some work together, even from CIE days. We used to even share recording studios. We used to I used to manage and co-produce with Ayatana and Richie Lane back in the day.
Man, me not say a big singer, you know.
and also Mark was a big part of that.
True.
So he used to produce a lot of the music for. Big up to Drew, by the way, in Atlanta. But did he produce this track, or did you co-produce it with him? Did he did the engineering on it? Like, how did that work out with this track? Is this an iMark production?
Listen, when somebody do something, you have to give them credit. And if you notice, I put Mark's name in anything I do with Mark. I put his name in.
He's also working with Niger Boy right now, hitting out most of the Niger Boy productions.
Big up Paul, Drew, aka Drew, Paul, and iMark, Mark. Big them up, Walcott. And as I said, with this beat, how this beat come about, I told Mark that I need something old school. It take him a little time though, because, you know, as working with him as a producer too, him want the best too.
Right, yeah, Mark is a
big up Mark because,
perfectionist.
Yeah, so Mark, I say, you sure, man? I say, yeah, man. That me want. So we speak of it and, you know, the idea. And so one day I came in the studio and I played. I said, yes, that me I talk about. So I said, go into his booth and start DJing something. I wasn't DJing that at the time. I was DJing something else, just feeling out. And then I get what I want. And then he said, all right, we're going to put some more instrument to it. And it just developed right there.
Did you think it would take off the way it did and how it is right now, the way it's gravitating to all the selectors across the spectrum and the momentum it's getting?
I always have that in mind in any song I do, you know. I always have that in mind because that's the goal I want. So when a man go to a studio to record a song, I don't think him should, you know, not have that feeling. You know what I mean? I always think you say, yo, me just why it's a bad song, you know.
Do you think Dancehall Forever is like, say, your number one or your most popular song to date, or you have something? What's your favorite Ras Emmanuel?
Well, I got a song. You got I'm Not Sending No Guns to Jamaica. Loving Enemies. You remember them song there? All right. You remember?
I remember. Boss, everybody must boss.
That's a big anthem, actually.
I remember that's in the pioneer of Roadblock Radio, when Roadblock Radio was really it was the other number. I don't want to say now.
Yeah, we're not promoting that number then.
I don't want to say, but that was the pioneer when Roadblock was, you know, just the real Roadblock just started. You know, Roadblock original pioneer Roadblock. So and there was Fisher Dread, and with Uppercut.
Yeah.
Uppercut, and then there was Mike G and Raga. Jersey with we tell you about Jersey.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, man.
All right,
big them up.
And then there were there was you.
Yeah.
With boss, everybody boss, just to name a few.
Yeah.
So I remember that, and you've also compared to that and this.
I was going hard, man.
Yeah, you always do, but I mean, how would you say the momentum is for what I'm trying to get at with this question is, you know, is this song like, you think this song has the biggest momentum out of all your other combination or singles? Or?
Yeah, I would say this song got the biggest momentum. I have to say it in this region, but like song like Boss, like a place named Gambia, and I got other songs. I got a song named Walk with the Fire. It's a big song in Gambia, and I got another song with Little Robert, which is a big song in Angola. Seeing that song really, I went over there and they really love it. And I got a next song with Ras Cyrus, the Until That Day, which is those songs are big in Africa. Yeah. So, but like, you know, if you notice, the most of dancehall songs in this region is more people take to them. So that's why I'm saying I'm an artist.
And I heard a couple of your other stuff on YouTube with Little Robert and Mikey General.
Luciano. All those songs big in Africa.
On this track right here, Dancehall Forever, right? How many artists do you have on this track right here? Because I know there's Lady G.
Yeah. No, not Lady.
I'm sorry, Tifa. Louis Culture.
We got 10 Excitement to career push out.
Yeah,
you know?
I heard hers.
We have Ice Choke. I call out my brethren and run here first. We have Ice Choke. We have Conan, we have We have Tan. We call Tan already. We got who again? We got we call Conan already. All right. We got Louis Culture. We got Jigsy King.
Okay.
We got Penny Irie. We got Liquor Robert and a youth named Tenant. We have Culture Wise. We have Determined. Who again me no call? I will for name, you know. General B.
Yeah, I hear a lot.
Ed.
Wow. Yeah, so you're probably going to like maybe 12 people on the track already. But
we have gang. No, what name again? Oh my God, forgive me. It's so much name, man. It's so much name. But I feel happy though.
Where do you anticipate this to go? I mean, are you trying to do a mix album or what?
Well, actually, it's one rhythm. It's a one rhythm album. Just like you remember, this is a Pepper Seed.
Yeah.
You know,
right. You're bringing that style back.
So as I said, I grew up on the sound system, and as I said, you know, I travel a certain place and I hear a certain sound, and the 90s dancehall I think was the best era when Ninja Man and Cabra them are clash and anything and say certain things, right? Now the youths them I sing about it and I do it. So that's a big change.
Speaking of that, Freedom Street with Nuffy. I know this is a dub. Did you anticipate that for Nuffy to actually play that dub plate in order for entrance for Vibes Culture? That's a big platform.
Yeah.
Where were you when that happened? Were you expecting it? And what was your reaction?
I didn't know that Nuffy gonna play it on the platform like that. To be honest with you. Sorry, the song. The song itself, he heard the song and he loved the song because he even do a review on the song, right? Actually, it stemmed from, I was asked to open up for Sizzler in a place called Brooklyn, Bellyful. So Nuffy was there. And big up Hollywood Hype. And no, me outside before the show started, we outside with Nuffy a reason and I go on and I say, Manuel, big up yourself and you know, we and June and Demos, the whole over there, whole a vibe before the show and thing. So we the backstage and thing and see the general rocking, Sizzler and you know, whole of love and you know, we did that whole a vibe same way and Nuffy, you know, him's a man love him change up now and him ready, show time.
Nuffy remind me of Gwen and Gwen remind me of Nuffy. Big no, it's all love. Big up yourself Gwen and big up yourself Nuffy.
Yeah man, she man say showtime, you know, Nuffy already. So the man say, yo, Hollywood Hype say, yo, Nuffy, you have to call on the youth and the man them say, yo, don't worry yourself man, everything will take care. So Nuffy call me on brother. And you don't know me already, the energy thing. And mash up the show, man. Seeing? So after the show and thing, Nuffy come to me and say, yo, youth. Ras, remember me call you on stage, you know. Remember me call you on stage. I feel that the man tells me, you know.
Sound like Nuffy?
Yeah, so you try to talk like him. But anyway, man, so from there, so me and Nuffy kind of have a little mesh right there, so, you know, through that and we link up on him, yo, take me number, man, link me, man, and Ray, and from there, so.
When was that?
From a place named Bellyful, you know.
When was that?
This was last year, September. This is just right after a Rockabessa. After Rockabessa, like the next week.
Right.
Yeah.
I got you. So what was your response like when you did? How did that happen?
Okay, let me get to that part. So as I said, Nuffy, I promote the song, you know. See? And I love the song, I say, why this Fit Cartel thing and dancehall thing, and I say, them lock up dancehall and jail and them thing. See? So Nuffy, me I drive one day and, you know, call. See, I have this idea. Him say, do a jingles, that him tell me first. I say, I don't know. Then the man say, no man, why you do a dub? I say, a dub? Man say, yeah man, why you do a dub for Cartel? A Cartel dub from the song, they call a bad song, that thing they call a teacher, that song, the fit teacher thing, you know? So anyway, me never know, so that him how do you know?
Yeah. Oh, you didn't know that it's going to play it at that moment.
I didn't know that.
You just know you have a dub for the
that's it.
For the world boss.
And me don't know when I'm going to play the song. Me don't know if I on the stage, I play the song, you know? But me don't say, yo, see the song, do what you want with it. And him can't tell you that, him talk over and over in an interview. So now, as I said, come from work tired. My daughter wake me up in the night there. right? I'm gonna check my phone. And by the time I check my phone, Sheperd, the amount of message me I get on my phone.
This is New Year's Eve you're talking about, or New Year's Day?
You know,
that time in the night.
Yeah, it was 31st, like 10 o'clock in the night.
Yeah. Okay.
So, the people are saying, yo, one person left a voice note and said, Manny, what were you doing in the crowd?
They thought you were there.
Callaway Nuffy was saying it. Ras Emmanuel.
Yeah, I heard
Emmanuel.
it.
So like he might call me up on stage with sound. Big up himself, Nuffy. So me have the voice note. I want to tell you something too. One of my brother's wife, her sister was calling her. Right? Like leaving a message in. Can you believe that the message, why she's sending a message to my brother's wife, is the same time Nuffy call up Ras Emmanuel. Can you believe that, bro?
Wow. Yeah, it's just the power, man.
So big up Nuffy that believe in I and I. Give thanks Cartel, because some people ask me if I know Cartel.
Who do you listen to as an artist?
That's a good one, you know. Because as I say, as an artist, I'm across the board. So today now I listen to some Alton Ellis.
Okay.
Because as a DJ, you know, I like to listen to a lot of singers for some reason. I like to listen to a lot of singers. But as DJs, I listen to all DJ, man. I listen to all of the DJ them. It no matter what them. Even the one them in terms of, you might not, it's like, in every artist, you know, you're going to find a song that you might like, I might not like. You see me, I say, but you still listen to them because they are talented.
And you know that was going to be my next question. Who is your guilty pleasure to listen to? Like, is somebody you listen to that it's outside of your music style or of listening to? But
when you say music style, now, like out of reggae and dancehall,
just somebody you wouldn't expect yourself to be listening to, but you actually listen to them, if it makes sense.
Well,
is there any?
No, I'm going to tell you no, because for instance, I'm listening to the radio station and a song come on. I never planned to listen to that song, but by listening to the song, I kind of like the song. And then maybe.
So who is that? That's what I'm asking. Has that ever happened to you? If that you've ever heard a song before, it's a song that you don't really think you would be listening to, but then you end up liking it or loving it.
Well, like
or is there an artist?
What's her name?
Who?
Sabrina Carpenter.
Okay. You wouldn't expect yourself to listen to her music, but you listen.
Yeah, I heard it and I like it. Okay. You know, what's the song name? Espresso?
I don't know. I don't really
Espresso.
I couldn't say.
Yeah, so Sabrina Carpenter, I like her song, Espresso.
Okay.
I must drink coffee, I don't know. But I find myself listening to that song.
I got you. All right, where do you see dancehall? Because I know that the song is entitled "Dancehall Forever," and people and the hook of the song is saying, "Who's a dancehall that tell them I lie, them I tell."
Okay.
Where do you see dancehall in the next 5 to 10 years, which would be 2030, 2015? You know, well, we might say in 2015, 2035, 2035.
You come like Terminator thing.
It's the numbers. These weird numbers of the years coming up to me. It's like
some Terminator.
I'm starting to feel. I'm getting old, and I'm feeling old with these numbers. They make you seem like you're a century year old.
But now follow them in. Because right now in Ethiopia it's 2017. So I'm even watching them. His numbers, but in Ethiopia right now it's 2017. You see? So look, when dancehall now, you say how far that will reach, because when we say dancehall,
where do you
can't left out reggae, you know? Because remember I said dancehall is from reggae. See? So two of them, a brother and sister. See? So as one that said, you have the more spiritual side, which is the reggae music. Dancehall is a thing where you express yourself in a certain way. Just like our soca, a man that says saltfish. You know what I'm saying? I guess some part of dancehall are raw. But, you know, me personally as a dancehall artist, I like to make dancehall song where I don't have to bleep nothing. That's me. I want my children to listen to. See? Me personally. But as I said, dancehall will never die. So from today until you're going to be there.
Final question.
You sure?
Yeah, final question. What's next for Ras Emmanuel?
Well, all I could say, catch me in Gambia. Catch me in Gambia next month.
You'll be in Gambia next month. What's going on in Gambia? You have a stage show over there? You doing a project over there? What's going on? They got to wait to find out?
They will wait to find out.
Okay.
So people, if you are in Gambia, link Muta Baruka. But you don't know, it's just where my food ground there.
Would you live in Gambia? Would you live in Africa?
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, I want to big up Angola too, because it's a beautiful place over there. And big up all the brethren in Angola. Angola reggae. Big up on yourself, Angola. Love you. Soon forward.
All right, give me a piece of this before you left out there. Please,
no, man, you're the fan. More on your piece. More on your you. More on you. Me on you. Say, yeah,
you know, you're on my sick.
No, no.
You know, you're on my stuff.
Man, that gone, man. Go on.
Who said that? Tell them I lie, them I tell.
Bang boom. Diggy.
Bang boom.
Lushy Bantan, dig up yourself. Who said answer they tell them I lie, them I tell. Who said answer they tell them I lie, them I tell. Who said answer they tell them I lie, them I tell. Lie them I tell, lie them I dance I'll come to live, never could die. And in the ear and tell them bye bye. Dance I'll come to live, never could die. And in the ear and tell them sing. Dance all in my mind and my body and soul. This a dance all them can get out of control. Like a ball, a dance I'll go with. Pick up all the elder, then we set it for sure. Easy low shit man, time gon' kick off the goal. You will let the man and stop and score. Yo, now go stream the thing. I will put DJ dip on it. Redemption.
We jamming
Okay.
with that roots rock reggae.
Give God the thanks and praises.
On Roadblock, where the vibe and the music is hot.
Yeah, here you go, people. 101.1 WCBS FM, Ras Emmanuel.
Anna remember.
Thanks for passing through, bro.
Tell them why not. Tell them.
Natural juice, ginger, pineapple, cucumber, the whole works.
Who should I tell them I lie, them I tell. Lie, them I tell. Lie, them I tell. Dance I'll come to live, never could die. And in the year and tell them bye-bye. Dance I'll come to live, never could die. And in the year and tell them bye-bye.
Petrol in a dancehall, so we can't stall.
RoadblockRadio.com, blazing Caribbean vibes, reggae, dancehall,
So we must catch a man. That's the echo when the grabber.
soca,
Let me see how you wind out, bounce to this.
compa, Afrobeats, and more. 24/7 Caribbean station. To advertise your business or events, call us today at 973-573-8154.